Oh boy! I found the least original game of all time! Now if I had a theme song, this would be playing right then after that. An intro song. Anyways, this is basically Super Mario 64 with a lolly skin. When I played this game for the first time, it made a really bad impression. The controls were weird, colliders unpredictable, animations unsmooth, and what's with those weird nerd potatoes? They're afraid of everything and they look offensively retarded. Generally, this game looks very low effort and unpolished. Strangely, it had pretty good ratings on Steam though. I was going to refund it after an hour, but then I decided to play it for another hour and then I couldn't stop. It was fun in a way, in a weird way, that I can't really put into words, for no lack of trying. It felt extremely rewarding to find all the medals and challenges and complete the challenges. What an interesting game. The movements are straight from Mario 64, but less logical and well polished. There's a whole lot of things to complain about with this game, and the majority of this video is just going to be complaining. But I actually really like the game, so I hope they fix some of the things about it, and maybe make a sequel that doesn't do all the same mistakes. I like how this game is a solid experience that you can play with a nice progression, and it only costs 15 bucks and it's a full 3D platformer. This is a lot just feelings, but I just felt that Yooka-Laylee had much less progression. I think mostly I see a lot of potential. I just really like the idea of there being a 3D platform on Steam, and I'm not counting Rhyme because that's a third-person walking simulator. And the character design here is less annoying than Yooka-Laylee even, slightly. So there's definitely a lot of good things and also a lot of bad things. Alright, so here goes the nitpicking. Some people complain that the boss fights are bad, but I didn't mind them too much because I beat them fairly quickly, most of them. The snakes are extremely annoying. Like when you step on the tail of a snake, that shouldn't damage you. In fact, that should damage the snake. What are they thinking? The moles that dig under you think they are completely unfair, but I found a way to deal with them. Because normally they pop out as soon as you land on the sand, but if you double jump right before you land, that's when you can attack them without getting hurt. The fact that the ship is a level selector is pretty dumb, considering there are many other levels that can be accessed from the overworld, and the fact that you can't always turn around because the ship works more like a slider than a wheel is really weird. For example, sometimes you have to spin the ship 360 degrees to one side because you couldn't rotate it 1 degree to the other side because you've reached all the way to the last level, I guess, and then going back to the first level requires turning 360, even though you're basically nearly looking at the first level. It's pretty silly. Getting ejected from the level every time you complete a level is also really stupid. Sometimes the coin medal doesn't eject you, but it's still pretty retarded that you break the flow of the game every single time you complete an objective. It would be way better if the levels could dynamically change based on you getting that medal, rather than being ejected to the overworld every time. But I see that you have to go to the overworld because half of the content is found in the overworld, and you need to go there to check out all the cool stuff. So I think the ideal solution would be to make it so you can collect 2 medals in the first version of the level, and then you get ejected, and then you can collect all the other 4 or how many medals there are without any further interruptions. So you could have a big change after those 2 medals, and then no more fucking ejecting. And then you found the whole level. Or at least that's how I would like it as an adult. I see as a kid it's probably more rewarding if you get ejected every time. So it's a bit hard to tell if it would be good. Because I guess as a kid you don't play for that long and you just want a good point to stop playing, and that's when you collect the thingy. But I don't know, I just found it weird when I tried to get all the medals and it kept ejecting me. I wonder if Super Mario does that as well. 64 that is. I guess you must get ejected every time, but I think the stars are actually further apart than the medals in this, so that it makes more sense that I think they're pretty challenging, unlike in this game where the medals are just out in the open most of the time. For example, this level named Canyon, you need to activate a windmill and then the level changes. I suppose the platforms start moving, you can go to different places. I'm not even sure, maybe the platforms were almost moving and I just didn't realize it. Like, that doesn't need to eject you out of the level every time. And then later on you just bring the seeds to the potato people so that they can grow the seeds and get awarded for their seeds, even though you brought them the seeds. It's really weird and retarded. And that somehow ejects you out of the level. No, that's just... it's just entirely stupid. Many things are needlessly slow and unskippable, even repetitive. For example, when you get a bunch of medals from that little girl that you have to do challenges against, you have to talk to her every single time, and then she slowly gives you the medal and spawns it. And then you want to jump up to get the medal, but jumping also talks to her again, because that's the same button for some reason. And then she tells you to pick up the medal instead of, I'm trying to press jump to pick up the medal. Ah! It's pretty dumb. And the characters, they don't even say different things. They have like one type of dialogue, and it doesn't get any different if you talk to them more times, even if you've completed different things. Like, for example, in this later ghost level, he says, I forgot to push this button and I'm stuck up here. And then you go down and press the button, and then when you talk to him, it's still, oh, I'm still stuck because of the button. Fuck you, I just pressed the button. God damn it, get over yourself. And there's a complete lack of options too. Like, the HUD is, for example, it would be nice if the HUD was always on, because it's really annoying how it just disappears. And these ice surfaces are really weird too. They feel like mud and not ice. You don't just get slowed down because you're walking on ice. The only thing that happens is that you slip and fall, I guess, in reality. Or you just can't stop as quickly, so you have to slide until you hit something or slow down by yourself. If you've ever walked on ice, you'll notice that you can walk on it just fine. Stopping is what's hard, not starting to walk. It's still solid ground, you know. And one time I had a bug where one of the penguins was stuck under the ice and he was really glitched out. I don't think I recorded it though. Too bad. Yeah, that was pretty silly. The game unlocks costumes furthermore, and they're all pretty terrible because they're just recolors of the clothes that you already wear. But there's cool hats that you can pick up, but you can't choose which hat you wear like the costumes. They just fall off at times. It's pretty weird. And I think you should be able to play that second girl that you do challenges against, because it's just, you got the model and she looks like a regular character, so why can't we just play her? That would be cool. Oh well, guess it wouldn't make much difference anyways. Shit, I wanted to be positive in this video. Now it's just me ranting wildly for 10 minutes. Oh god, shit, think of something positive. The old guy's really cool. Yeah, look at him, he's got it figured out. And the final level is kind of cool too. I like how it's finally some challenge. Yep. Well, you could buy this game. It's really cheap if you want. I don't know. It's up to you. I just found it strangely addictive. Well, anyways, like this video, please. And subscribe. Bye!